Hello, everybody. Namaste. Greetings. This is Astrology by Mark here on Astrology Talk Radio podcast. And this is going to be a quick one um, to go over with you. I just wanted to bring some information to everybody's attention. And this is regarding the president's chart and its connection to the solar eclipse coming up on December 4th. So it's Joe Biden's chart and the potential effect of eclipse on him. Um, I know there have been issues for him on a cognitive level, and that may be putting it mildly, but um, this is really just about looking at his chart and the potential influence and effect of the solar eclipse on him and the presidency and the rest of us. So I just wanted to share it with you and share with you what I see, and also ask if you are somebody that pays attention to the media and you like watching the news and you watch all the different. I would recommend if you do watch all of the different media outlets, so you kind of get a little bit of a plethora of experience through information. Um, we know most of the media is bought and paid for, but yeah, that's a whole nother topic. This is just about, you know, the effect of the eclipse on Biden. And if you do watch the news, like I asked, it just kind of just be the observer and just this is not about judging or anything like that or being hypocritical on another human being. It's really just it's about seeing how these effects influence us, and specifically for Joe Biden. And the reason being, since he's the president right now, um, the eclipse is going to be hitting his first house when it hits the solar eclipse on December 4th. Now he is a Scorpio rising, and it's a pretty strong chart, and of course it would have to be for somebody that has had his political career. Um, so the fact that an eclipse hits the first house for somebody, the first house, one of the indicators of the first house is the head. It does represent like the entire whole body as well, but one of the other main significators of the first house is basically the human head. Um, so if you think of an eclipse, of what potential may affect the individual through that, you know, experience of the eclipse, uh, it it's possible that there can be kind of this worsening of his cognitive ability of being able to communicate in a clear, coherent manner for an extended period of time, and it's going to be very interesting to see. And so just keep, as you watch the news, just keep looking ahead. Well, just pay attention over the next 3 to 4 weeks and see if anything hits you as if you're watching him. Whenever, if you ever have the opportunity to listen to him talk and just kind of see what's going on and how he's coming across and how he's carrying himself, just kind of be the observer and just really perceive how he's enunciating and sharing the information as he's sharing, that he is sharing. Does it make sense? Does it have a flow to it that it's like because most people that are dealing with if this is like an early onset dementia of some form for him, typically there's just people go down in layers and layers, and to the point where when it gets really bad, it's really sad, because they don't even recognize their own family. But that's not necessarily this case. It's I'm just saying, over the next month, watch how he communicates, and because the eclipse is going to be um, it's right smack dab in the middle of his first house, so affecting kind of this the most. And what is eclipse? Eclipse really is about it on a physical level. It represents light being eclipsed and light being stopped or blocked. Nothing can kind of get through type thing, and that could potentially create a possible worsening of his condition, or it may be, just a couple of rough weeks for him, and then he comes through. This is a strong transit, so I would be very surprised um, if he did, come through and everything was just fine. I see what I'm seeing is just kind of a progression for his physical condition and mental condition that's challenged. And I would be very surprised within 6 to 10 months if he was still in office. Actually, I mean that's kind of what comes across to me as I look at his chart and the transits, and it's a strong chart that he has, so it's very possible he could make it through the term, but I would be really surprised. So, if you're interested, let me know what you see over the next, couple of weeks. If you see him speak, and if you notice anything that hey, what you were saying, yeah. So, if you're interested, let me know, and you can reach out to me on my astrologytalkradio.com website email, and I would be grateful for the feedback. So, yeah, just kind of keep your eyes open and see what happens. The eclipse plus the solar eclipse plus another particular yoga that we're dealing with here come around that time, beginning of December. There's a couple of energies going on. It's not just the eclipse, and I'm not going to go into details about the other one because it'll take too long. But just to know that there are other factors influencing that eclipse that kind of intensifies it. Does that make sense to you? And so maybe a more, kind of a more challenging condition, or more intense energy that can kind of create the physical or mental um, debilitations and that type of thing. So anyhow, that is it for now. And if you're at all interested, let me know. And namaste to everybody. God bless.